On climate, head Rajendra Pachauri resigns. The head of the climate change panel IPCC, Rajendra Pachauri, has resigned amid sexual harassment allegations. In a letter to Secretary General Ban Ki-moon, Mr. Pachauri said he was unable to provide strong leadership. Indian police are investigating a complaint from a 29-year-old woman working in his office in Delhi. Lawyers for the woman say the harassment included unwanted emails as well as text and phone messages. Mr. Pachauri has denied the allegations. Mr. Pachauri, who had chaired the IPCC since 2002 and whose second term was due to end in October this year, denies any wrongdoing and says his email account and mobile phone were hacked. His office at the Energy and Resources Institute in Delhi said he had gone on long leave from the organization. On Monday, the 74-year-old had pulled out of a high-level IPCC meeting in Kenya starting on Tuesday, because of issues demanding his attention in India, an IPCC spokesman said. In his letter to the Secretary General, Mr. Pachauri said his inability to travel to Kenya showed that he might not be able to provide the strong leadership and dedication needed by the panel. I have therefore taken the decision to step down from my position as chair of the IPCC some months before completion of my term, he wrote. Line analysis. Roger Harassment DDC environment analyst drive Pachauri's resignation is a shock, but it is unlikely to create lasting damage to the IPCC as he was due to retire, and potential replacements are already throwing hats in the ring. Good luck to them. The IPCC chair is one of the most grueling and controversial jobs on the international stage. The chair has to spend much of his life in mid-air, flitting between capitals, whilst suffering relentless attacks from campaigners challenging climate science. Known to friends as Patchy, Dr. Pachauri's tenure has been controversial. He was installed after the U.S. said the previous chair was too alarmist. They thought Dr. Pachauri, as an Indian transport economist, would take a pro-development line. After immersion in scientific research, he too became persuaded that climate change is a real threat, deserving more action from political leaders, and he said so in outspoken terms. The U.S. then resisted his bid for a second term as chair, but Dr. Pachauri was supported by developing countries, who appreciated his willingness to prod the main perpetrators of climate change. Profile Rajendra Pachauri. Line The IPCC has since confirmed that its Vice Chairman Ismail El Ghazali will be chairing the 4-day meeting in the Kenyan capital, which is meant to pave the way for an international agreement in December on curbing carbon emissions. The move will ensure that the IPCC's mission to assess climate change continues without interruption, said H.M. Steiner, Executive Director of the Environment Program UNEP. In 2007, Mr. Pachauri collected the Nobel Peace Prize on behalf of the organization for its work in the scientific assessment of the risks and causes of climate change. The IPCC shared the award with former U.S. Vice President and environmental campaigner, Al Gore. In 2010, Mr. Pachauri rejected pressure to step down when errors were found in the IPCC's fourth assessment report.